So I guess we're finally in the end game now. Or should I say, the end game of this what if? Wait, that's basically the same thing. Oh well. Let's cue that intro and finish this what if probably once and for all, unless I hear otherwise. But nonetheless, cue intro, let's get the show on the road. Guys, Axel Stanley here, and yeah, you are definitely not reading the title card wrong, or the title of this video. We are officially at the very ending of what could be probably the first what if that I can ever say I have finished. Well, that is, unless if the rest of Dragon Ball Super's manga doesn't get, like, animated. But, hey, all good things must come to an end. And, hey, if anything, I'd say, yeah, we have done an amazing job telling a story, about the one that the one and probably the only legendary Saiyan himself, that being our big boy Broly. So, how the heck does this what if finish? Well, why don't you pull up a seat, grab some popcorn, and get ready for what is essentially the big finale of this what if for now, I guess. Unless I hear anything else, but so far, not really. Much else other than the manga is doing alright. This part begins with a very interesting question coming from Broly. At least one fateful thing, to say the least. So, that being that he's wondering if there are other Saiyans out there that are not on Earth. And if there are, where maybe there's a good chance that they would like to be with the other Saiyans. Not sure where Broly decides to have that question answered by doing the one thing that the Dragon Ball series is known for: going and looking for the Dragon Balls. So yeah, Broly, along with his friends Cheelai and Lemo, decide to have their own little journey for the Dragon Balls. In which, in this case, it takes about an hour to do. But hey, no one's gonna argue. What on or question why Broly would want the Dragon Balls, because, well, it's Broly. Yeah, he's basically earned the Z Fighters' respect and whatnot. That being said, though, what the legendary Saiyan summons Shenron, and of course asks the question: are there any Saiyans that are still out there that are not of Earth? And Shenron does give a very interesting answer, where that I imagine none of you would have seen coming. There is another Saiyan that is not so for Earth's own. He is somewhere in the universe, wandering, says Shenron. Broly then decides to make his wish official. Basically, like, can you please bring the Saiyan, the wandering Saiyan, to Earth then? That is an easy task. Good. And lo and behold, the wandering Saiyan instantaneously pops up from out of nowhere and right in front of Broly and the crew. Well, what is your second wish? Then then Broly's like, can you hold on to that for a sec? Do not make me wait, says a sort of impatient Shenron. Broly then greets this Saiyan, and from the small amount of detail that we get from introductions, we find out that this mysterious Saiyan is Tarble, aka what we all know as Vegeta's brother. Right. And of course, giving him the, dumbed down basis of, what his journey has been like ever since he heard the news that Planet Vegeta blew up, which is basically Tarble going from, planet to planet, surviving, keeping his head down, all that stuff. But Broly then asks, do you want to know what the Super Saiyan transformation? Tarble then can only reply with, Super Saiyan what now? What? It probably tries to dumb it down to Tarble's level of understanding on what the Super Saiyan transformation's like, and it explains that there are other Super Saiyan transformations, and Tarble's like, well, that sounds cool, but I don't know what this is. It sounds like I might need to go above and beyond to do something like that. This gives Broly an idea, which is basically what's gonna be his second wish, which is basically giving Tarble all of the abilities of Super Saiyan. Basically granting Tarble the whole Super Saiyan transformational lineup, and of course the necessary God Key to go with Super Saiyan Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue. So yeah, that would be his wish. And lo and behold, the wish is granted, and Tarble is feeling that weird surging energy, all hitting him all at once. As this is going by, your wish has been granted. Farewell. So, what introductions being said and done? Tarble now feeling kind of awesome, but also terrified and confused. That it, and hey, it all seems alright. That is until descending from the skies are Vegeta, Goku, Whis, and a very angry Beerus. Which in this case means that, hey, the Tournament of Power has been announced, and of course they are gonna need to figure out what fighters to bring. And of course, so when it's all said and done, Goku and then invites Broly to this initiative part of the tournament. Vegeta, he's got to get a daughter or two. Keeping or at least Vegeta's gonna be the father of two now. As Bulma is getting ready to have a second kid. And pretty much goes about as normal. That is until I wonder how the heck is he get here? I thought he was dead, Vegeta. And then realizing that small Saiyan is definitely his brother. How? What up? Probably then tells the crew what he had done, and Tarble said most out of nowhere appearance. Well, he can stay with me since I am his brother, and whatnot. You, Kakarot, better find one more opponent, or one more teammate. sorry, I'm kinda flustered. At the moment. And of course, so the rest goes off as to Goku and Broly recruiting Gohan for that the initiative for the tournament, which they go and do, and they basically succeed with flying colors. But they now have 40 hours to find a 10-man squad. So yeah, they already got Goku, Gohan, Broly, and then later Vegeta would be definitely recruited after Whis' intervention, and basically having Bulma being born a lot quicker. And some other interesting picks will be thrown into the mix because hey, if we're going to do this, we're gonna need powerful warriors. Other warriors that would be thrown in are Trunks, Goten, Chira, aka Broly's youngest daughter, Tarble, and but of course, because he's got to be there, where Piccolo will definitely be there. But who was the 10th member? Where they literally could pick anyone else right now, and they probably could do so well. But before they can really 100% decide on who they're gonna ask, a mysterious voice then makes her presence known. Perhaps I could be of assistance. And that mysterious voice would definitely be revealed to be the one and only Android 21. Yeah, stay with me here for a moment. So basically, when she reveals herself, and whatnot, she then kind of explains how she has been eyeballing the Sea Fighters for quite some time now, and has especially taken interest on how what these warriors go about and stuff like that. Heck, even more impressive that they managed to go into the future and survive that, I guess. So according to the description of what that one guy from the future said. And of course, is definitely interested. Mostly because, well, hey, she's got nothing else for her to do. And her curiosity, finally, does peak when she then senses that, hey, these warriors were very big and powerful. Perhaps maybe if I stick around with them a little bit, maybe I'll get a better understanding on how powerful they really are. Alright. And of course, explains the whole intriguing part of her other form, which is basically her Majin form, but she tamed it in this What If. After a little bit of sparring and getting the feel on how she is in a fight, they initially let her in. Okay, so we basically have a day to train and stuff. But given what they may get or may not be aware of, they might need a whole lot. And what do you do when you need a whole lot of training? Why, go to the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, of course! So with the whole entire of Team Universe 7 going in, plus Whis, because, well, someone's gotta make sure that the Hyperbolic Time Chamber doesn't explode. And of course, gathering enough supplies needed to survive for an entire year. Right, for said team. And with everyone in the time chamber, where that entire day goes by without a hitch, or year in the chamber in this case. And the funny thing is that the multiple things have happened while things were going on in the Time Chamber. Other than training, of course, and getting bigger and powerful as they go. What? Well, like, for one, they do discover that there is something up there in the Super Saiyan Blue power level that they haven't reached yet. But they have a feeling that if they were to be pushed a little bit further, they could probably hit it. But unfortunately, they do not. In addition to it, with this, while some warriors are not training, like for example Tarble and Android 21, they start to get to know each other and get a little frisky within like 10 months of in the chamber. Yeah. This is kind of out of the blue, but well, you know, what being there for an entire year will probably do that to you with such big and powerful warriors. So Tarble, while in the training as well, does get to understand his Saiyan transformations that has been randomly been given. That thanks to Witch Queen Tina Shenron. Tarble even gets to play catch up with his brother and share stories of what their lives were like. Yeah. And on a more wholesome note, well, I guess you could say way more wholesome than that. Well, 21 and Tarble's frisky moments. Way more friskier the frisk moments. So, Goten and Chira start to bond a bit, and they do what exactly that. Like, hey, at this point they're reaching to the point of like their teen years, and the whole little crush thing starts to bloom a bit more. Right. And with that being said, Trunks then kind of thinks that maybe I should start to hang with Maya a little bit more and probably get onto the same level as Goten and Chira. And of course, the kiddos do come up with their own team combinations, as well as everyone else coming up with like big teaming moves and whatnot. Heck, even Vegeta and Tarble decided to come up with a double Final Flash together, which it proves to be quite effective, but in the process of all the training. When it is all said and done, though, leaving the chamber, where everyone is definitely not only 1 year older, but everyone looks like they are ready for it. Every Saiyan who, or Saiyan that has basically have Saiyan DNA, knows the Super Saiyan Blue transformation well enough to the point where they know how to use it, and they can use it very efficiently. And we're definitely good. As so that's all being well and done. Beerus then perks up. Was like, I was worried at first, but I think we do have a chance after all. I mean, but the team is basically Saiyans. How can we lose? Well, Beerus, you're gonna find out in a matter of moments, my dude. So they make their way to the arena of which the tournament power is being placed at. And of course, everyone's awestruck by how nice it looks. And it's freakishly huge too. But you gotta have an arena that's huge enough to hold multiple universes in no one go. And of course, they gazing around, they see Universe 6's warriors from last time, and of course, definitely have start to come up with their own plans on how they are going to handle the Tournament of Power. But of course, Goku, Vegeta, and Broly want to go off on their own. So basically, they're splitting up into 4 different groups. One's just Goku, one's Vegeta, and one's Broly. And the other group is basically the rest of Universe 7's warriors. So the tournament would commence, and it gets hectic, like hectic as one can get. As all of the Saiyan-related fighters go Super Saiyan Blue, and basically get smack around fighters from different universes. And bit by bit, they fall. And it basically does come down to what basically Universe 6 and the Universe 11's Toppo and Jiren. Or at least by some near and that's what all. But it then starts to what comes to the realization that hey, this has been quite a quick and easy. This is wow, going a lot faster than that they thought it would. They even imagine that this is probably the easiest tournament they have been in. If only we're that easy, guys. If only we're that easy. But it ain't. Nope. Because here, why? So, when it comes down to it, on what to do now with Universe 11's Jiren and Toppo, Vegeta joins up with the rest of the Universe 7 squad and decides to take on Toppo. Goku, as he would, decides to go against Jiren. Broly? He's gonna take on the entirety of Universe 6. So no questions asked. So, for the remainder of this what if, we're actually going to be focusing on Broly's portion of the fight because, well, this is Broly's what if in this case. And I imagine that the rest of Universe 7, they've got those two in the bag. Easy peasy. So, from Broly's perspective, at first it seems easy. He's managing to knock out most of the competition. It eventually does boil down to what is essentially 3 fighters in it that remain, which is Caulifla and Kale and Hit. In a bit of a last minute resort though, Kale and Caulifla take out the portrait earrings and basically become Kefla. It is now the fused warrior and the Time Skipper's ability to go and handle Broly. And with basically now with the big 2-on-1 advantage, which in this case and now it wasn't a problem before for Broly, but now it's starting to pick up. As it looks like Hit has learned from his last fight with last fight he was in. And of course, this fusion warrior, where there was no way Broly could have predicted it. And of course, Broly does get pushed around quite a bit in this fight. At least at first. Because eventually, Broly starts to awaken this new Super Saiyan evolved form, to which we're gonna call it the legendary Super Saiyan Blue Evolved transformation. It even becomes more apparent extremely get dangerous when Broly decides to go Kaioken times 100! With the turquoise aura turning into a bit more of a shadish red as Broly. Yeah, with his first instinct to basically remove Caulifla from the equation, which he does. So now it is basically down to the rematch between the Hit and Broly. Yeah, and this time Broly is definitely not gonna make this any easier than it was last time. As a matter of fact, he basically does hold his own. And it just kind of surprises Hit even more so. Even with the additional training and precautions that Hit gone through, there was no way Hit could have predicted what was coming. With punches and kicks galore and energy attacks coming from Broly, he is starting to beat Hit's time skip ability even more so. What it eventually does end with a good old uppercut, then a spinning roundhouse kick to Hit out of the arena, and set in stone for Universe 6's demise, unfortunately. Because, hey, the Terminator power will eliminate universes that are definitely not strong enough, so now it's just Universe 7's full roster versus what's left of Universe 11. And it does appear that Broly has sensed something else interesting. He managed to pick up that not only did he get the evolved transformation, he also learned by sensing his friends and family member that they've also obtained the evolved transformation as well. I guess we finally caught on after all, what Broly says with a smile as he gets ready to join his friends. But as he also does make his way, he does realize that Goku's gone. Where the heck did he go? He's not in the stands with Beerus, so where the heck could he have gone? Broly does kind of worry a little bit, but that kind of perishes the thought upon thinking that even if Goku's gone, now we still have a near full team ready to bring the pain. So when Broly does arrive, he does notice that the majority of his teammates are exhausted, as they could not have remove Toppo from the equation. And with the Goku disappearing, it's up to Broly to pick up the pace. So with Broly telling his teammates to relax a little bit, get back your energy. He then declares that he will take on both Toppo and Jiren. With a small cry from his daughter, telling him to be careful, Broly goes maximum and begins his attack on both Toppo and Jiren. What he doesn't know, though, is that Toppo still has his God of Destruction prowess going on for him, and Broly is gonna have to try and rival that. So, with the combined power of what Toppo has and Jiren's powerhouse-like abilities, so Broly does struggle a bit, and this is kinda sad to see happen. However, though, before Jiren and Toppo could do anything to push Broly over the edge, a massive spike of power hits the arena. It's Goku, and he is in his Ultra Instinct transformation. Goku then declares that Jiren should just fight Goku. And Toppo basically just tells Jiren to go and deal with him. While Toppo continues to press his foot on Jiren's Broly's chest. Sorry. Toppo would then saying, I know you're just trying to defend your universe, but we aren't gonna just simply let you and destroy ours. So Broly then does get bring up a small smile, and then says, and I thank you for putting up an amazing fight. As Broly then grabs Toppo's foot as the rest of Universe 7 comes in and starts wailing on Toppo. What Super Saiyan Blue evolved to the max. It's now basically 9 against 1 against Toppo. The whole tables have been turned, and it is going down for absolute realsies. Sorry, lame humor there. Where it does eventually end when everyone starts to loads of energy attacks with Vegeta and Tarble going in for kicks to Toppo's gut and knocking him out in the arena. And now there's just one. And from how the fight's going, it looks like Goku understands his Ultra Instinct transformation, but the Jiren is still too stubborn to quit. So now, with the entirety of Universe 7 joining up with Goku, what everyone proceeds to go and wail on Jiren. Punches, kicks, energy blast, roundhouse kicks, side kicks, uppercuts, side punches. You name it, it has been thrown. Jiren at this point is starting to go even higher with his power, as he knows now to not underestimate Universe 7. Especially the likes of Goku and Broly. Yeah, and it just turns into absolute mayhem. And they are barely kind of close, because the time limit that's left for Universe 7 is 5 minutes. So they basically have 5 minutes to beat Jiren. No, otherwise, so the tournament's over. And who knows what happens when the time limit's up. Anyways, it all does come down to one big energy clash, with Jiren unleashing everything he has got into this one attack. Get everyone else though? It's basically a compilation of Kamehamehas, Final Flashes, Double Busters, Masenkos, special beam cannons, and just pure, unadulterated Kaioken power. We're going into this. And it does look like there was a struggle for a moment. But with the addition of Kaioken, however, it starts to push closer and closer to Jiren until it finally hits him. And Universe 7 has the win. And oh boy, did that feel good to overcome some of the toughest of fighters to date. So, what now comes down to what the big question, now that Universe 7 has won. And there is actually no absolute definition on who gets to do the wish, because, well, they all basically did just one huge team attack on Jiren, so now they gotta decide on a wish. And they do think about this for a little bit, because you got one wish, and you just want to make sure it seems right, you know? After doing a little bit of talking to one another, they then decide to do this for a wish. Which is basically, bring back all the universes that have been erased by Zeno, and even the ones that were already erased for this tournament, to basically create this one giant universe so that they do not die. And have it be put in charge by the likes of Universe 6's God of Destruction and Supreme Kai. Which means good old Champa's back, everybody. But now I hear you guys ask, Axel, why the heck did you come up with this wish? Well, I always felt the wish on the Super Dragon Balls was kind of one of those moments that I feel like it's kind of a big thing that you would have to make sure that it is precisely right. Like, oh my gosh, like, it actually kind of makes me get mad that if the wish wasn't exactly as the as the higher. Oh my goodness, I have my little brain dead at the moment. I completely forgot his name. The Supreme Angel himself, but like if he did not hear the wish that was said in the original Power Dragon Ball Super, where the whole universe would be wiped out. And honestly, it's just kind of dumb. So therefore, I decided to go against this and come up with something interesting. So now, basically, all the universes that were erased, and as I said before, even the ones before where the Tournament of Power, are now reforged into this one universe, and of course, it will basically be the universe that'll be linked to Universe 7, because, well, you kind of need to have a universe that does that. With that being said, though, when it's all said and done, everyone heads back to Earth, and of course, so we now get the incredible scene where Broly, now with all of his friends and family, laugh their problems away, as they look towards the sunset, to holding all those that are close to him, and basically, it just says, "Thank you all. Thank you for helping me become the Saiyan that I am today." Especially you, Master Goku. What Broly says, and basically just warming the hearts of everyone in that very moment. And that is how we are going to end it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, we finally decided to end this what if on what I would kind of argue a pretty decently high note. And I've got to admit that it actually took me a lot of thought on how I wanted to end this what if. But because so I want this what if to be solidified as one of my own creative ideas, so I will admit that the whole thing with Tarble and Android 21 now becoming a thing in the story is kind of put in there for weird reasons. But that hey, we decided to change a little bit of history, and hey, live and learn, right? So as far as so whether or not I will continue this what if, but it'll probably depend on the rest of the manga getting adapted into the anime series, because I will admit it does sound like a lame excuse that I would not do a what if because I haven't read the manga. But at the same time, though, I've had heard multiple good things about it, and I do want to get into it, but unfortunately, I do not have all the time in the world. And considering that I really want to finish these what ifs before 2021's over, well, I have to think of something. So this is basically a compromise. So until I hear otherwise, this what if, it's done, we're good. And chances are you will definitely get one last video on this what if later today, as you will probably hear me go behind the scenes and whatnot. So with that, I hope you guys definitely enjoyed this what if video, and of course, like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't, hit the notification bell to stay updated with my content, comment your thoughts down below, and of course, share the content with your friends. This is Axel Stanley. I am hoping that you will definitely stick around for the journey, as we keep moving forward. So, until then, see ya.